On this week's episode, we talk about Havoc.
And other pop culture news. So this week we saw several things, but we saw one really good and one like terrible, awful. Let's start with the good one.
You mean Havoc?
Yeah,
Okay.
Of course.
I actually didn't love it. And it's not just because I was super tired this week and admittedly slept a lot. I was just kind of bored. Like, Tom Hardy plays crazy corrupt cop. Over the top, so loud, shootouts with absurd amounts of ammunition. Like, and it was noticeable. Like these little like handguns are like bah, 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 bah. Dozens of bullets, but you can't. There's no magazine. I don't know. For me, it just kind of broke it all. It didn't work for me.
It's funny because everything you say it was a problem. It was actually a quality of this great movie.
So this is not. Maybe this just isn't a movie for everyone. For me, like,
not
and
for
I
girls.
enjoy.
Yeah. Oh, that's sexist. How dare you say
Wow.
that?
Oh my gosh. For like, I'm not anti movies like this. They're definitely like shoot 'em up action cliche movies that are still fun and entertaining. This one, it just wasn't there for me.
Oh, this one was cool.
Maybe I fell asleep during like the plot parts that would have made it engaging, but for the most part, it was like, Tom Hardy's crazy, bang bang bang. Ugh.
Beautifully photographed, action packed. Tom Hardy's great at it. It's like it has a lot of like 80s action movies, and that was back in the 80s when we make action movies that would like not become franchises. You know, was not anybody's idea, goal, or dream. It was like one and done story, and this one is the case. It has a little bit of Shield vibes, Michael Shickley's Sean Rand FX show. You know, so the cops are not.
The cops are the bad
honest.
guys too.
Yeah, they're not honest. They are corrupt. But in this case, he's like a Western type of bad guys will save the day, sort of. And he does what needs to be done, and sometimes what doesn't need to be done. But action packed, beautifully photographed. It's intense. It's on Netflix. What else can I say without spoiling anything? It has ninjas, sort of. Yeah, it has all the cool things. It was really well executed. And yeah. The plot is pretty simple. There's nothing like, whoa. But the development it made a very good final product.
So there you go. If you want an 80s style, shoot 'em up.
Oh, but
bang,
it doesn't
bang
look like the. It's like some
No.
of the themes, but it's very a little bit noir, but very modern. Yeah, and yeah, excellent. I would say nothing woke about it. Nothing of the stupid modern social political cliches. It has a woman that stars on it, but she's portraying a realistic matter. Not like that she's suddenly 3 times smaller than the guy and has beat the crap out of the guy. You know, like some other current products do. And she's a good actress too. Can't remember her name, but she was on Boning the Shadow. No,
Shadow and Bone.
Shadow and Bone.
Yeah, the Shadow was not. Oh no, actually.
Boning the Shadow is a porn parody version.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, Havoc.
Yes.
Havoc.
Havoc.
What does an O there? Havoc.
Yes, there is an O there, but O can be pronounced as
We said like Havoc.
Havoc. Uck.
Okay, Havoc. It's available on Netflix. It's fun. If you're a man, you might love it. If you're a woman, you might not.
Yeah, it's just a question of.
But let's talk about Unity, a movie that men and women everywhere gonna hate because it sucks.
It wasn't great.
It's like from conception is bad. You know, it's like making Romeo and Juliet 2. Right? A sequel
Electric
from Romeo.
Boogaloo.
Yeah, it's like how you do that. You know, it's like why would you do that? Which, by the way, there's a new movie out called Juliet and Romeo, and I read just a blurb somewhere saying that the movie try hard to make Romeo and Juliet or Shakespeare cool and fun again, but it fails.
We're gonna take this product that is cool and fun, but don't worry, guys. We're gonna make it cool and fun.
So, but it makes the opposite. That was the blurb was, and apparently it's a musical. So they changed the dialogues like heavily into songs.
A musical adaptation of Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah.
Why has that never been done before?
Yes, but this one apparently is bad.
Fair enough.
I mean, maybe the other ones are bad too. I don't remember seeing any musical ones.
West Side Story.
Oh, that's true. But that one, they stay away from Romeo and Juliet per se, right? This one, they have the names.
Sure.
So they stick to the nomenclature, and yes, they sing. But yeah. Anyways, not talk about that crap. Let's talk about. I
promise I'm not just cranky.
Let's talk about different crap, which is what's the name of the movie?
It's called Another Simple Favor.
Yeah, it's a sequel.
So give a miss. That is how you title a sequel. Yes, good job on that.
Okay, so there's a good thing.
Yeah.
One good thing about it.
Well, I just trashed on 2 movies in a row. I'm about to do it on a third.
But
something nice.
It's another simple favor, a sequel for the original called A Simple Favor, with Kendrick, Blake Lively, and some other names. We don't care.
I can't remember the guy's name.
But directed by Paul Feig, of comedy. The first one was like a thriller. Was like it was interesting. It had flaws. It had problems, but conceptually it was like okay, that's interesting. That's even with all the bad stuff, it's sure okay. We take it, and it was different for him because he does comedies. He directed Melissa McCarthy on several things. He was executive producer of several comedy shows, including Welcome to Fletch. He directed the infamous all-female Ghostbusters. He was into comedy, right? He stick to his lane. On the first one,
really, really good.
Yeah.
And Bridesmaids is really good.
Oh, Bridesmaids is spectacular.
Yeah.
It's big. It's probably the one that and he had like people there that became superstars, including Melissa McCarthy.
Yes.
But the first one, he went to a different lane. He went to this like thriller, murder, sort of mystery, and twists and stuff. It had some funny elements because again the guy's a comedian, so it would have like some funny moments. Or even attempt to funny moments like flat jokes, but the movie was interesting as it was proposed to be, and audience and critics liked it. It had good ratings on both sides. But this one, and it was very conclusive. The movie was like it beginning, middle, and end. Okay, well, let's move on. And someone had an idea to make another one, to make a movie, to tell a story about a story that was told, it was done, gone and done, and let us put it this way, without spoiling, because I guess we could spoil because you shouldn't watch that, but
spare yourself.
Let me put it this way. We have a protagonist and antagonist in the first one, and it's no nuanced. The protagonist is good, the antagonist is bad, and from the beginning you don't know, but then the movie develops, and and then at the end it's clear, and there's the conclusion on how the protagonist, the hero, will win and the antagonist will lose, and consequences on both sides to that. So on this one, they brought the antagonist back, but she's charming and she's like pushing her to be a good guy, to redemption that didn't happen because she was in prison for 5 minutes. And
and also she didn't. Well, yeah.
Yeah. And then they start from that, and then it has all sorts of nonsensical, a lot of comedical elements, and some work, and some don't work at all. Recalls to crass jokes that they had in the first one, and they developed them into new ones that didn't work on the first one. It doesn't work on the second one.
Yeah, they just got worse on this one.
But and at the end, not really spoiling because I'm not gonna give details. They kind of push for, like, they want to make a franchise out of that.
Yeah, or like a third one. I don't know. It didn't make sense.
But it doesn't work. It's like even though on Fast and Furious, right? Don was the bad guy on the movie. When he comes back on the third one, he's still sort of the bad guy. They stick to that lane, but it's like he's a bad guy closer to the good guys. When the first Simple Favor, she was a bad guy. She was not close to any good guys. There's no redemption. There's no charm, even though she has her charm. But when she, like the Black Widow, was the Black Widow, charm and pretty as she would be, when she comes and kills the husband, the charm is gone.
Right.
Right. So, anyways, yeah, Blake Lively is there and the Kendrick is there, but the writing is atrocious because how can you do that and expect to make more?
I don't know. I hope they don't expect to make more because this one started out, I was like, okay, this is just a really mediocre sequel, and then they introduced some new characters, like, okay, mildly interesting, and then they introduced another new character that I feel like totally, that was the point of no return. The character made no sense, took this all to very weird places. Anyway, yeah, everything he just said. It's not a good sequel, despite having some good actors and all that involved, like Allison Janney and Anna Kendrick is always really fun. It's just not. Yeah. Just spare yourself.
And it's not even like he had a spy movie. He had a spy movie.
Excuse me.
He has a spy movie with Melissa McCarthy. Right? Okay. Wait. Where you go? Okay. What's it called?
I don't remember.
Let's see. I think it's him. Let's go to his name. Bo. Jeez. You would think that at this point phones know that my fingers are big, and they would, like, when I click a spy.
Oh, the spy movie's called Spy?
Yeah. With Melissa McCarthy. It's fun and cute. You see, it's like Goldfinger type poster. It's fun and cute. It has like who's this? That girl. Yeah, anyways. But it has Jude Law and Jason Statham. It's fun. It's funny, but it's sort of like it gets really close to the parody, and in many sense are parody. So it works. It's funny. Nobody's expecting like super spies or Melissa McCarthy being a super spy. It's funny on the sense it's like, yeah, that's never gonna happen, and it works in many levels. So it's, if anything, he stick to his comedy, and Melissa she excels at that, and she has those big names with her. So it's okay. It stick to his area, and nobody expecting much coherence or continuity. It's fine. You're there for the laughs. On this one, it feels like it would be like a parody on the senses, but it makes no sense because the original is, again, it's like you make Shakespeare Hamlet on the first one, and on the second one it becomes like jokes and self-reference to, hey, remember when you hold that score, Horatio, right? It's like it does not work. Yeah, enough.
Okay.
Because it's just to say, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're really into Blake Lively, and by into Blake Lively I mean making fun of her and Justin Baldwin, because there's nothing to it. Poor Anna Kendrick got involved with that again, but I guess it pays the bills, right?
Mm-hmm. It was probably fun to make. They were in Italy and Capri and fun costumes and cool actors to work with.
That's
like
true.
I think that'd be fun.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But again, you read the script. I was like, really?
No, yeah, for sure.
It's like, oh, yeah, so you want to be paid to do that? They're like, sure, it's your reputation, it's your legacy. I'm just paid work, paid help. But yeah, it's like someone writes a script for a movie in a sequel, and then I don't know, Billy Bob's character died, was destroyed, was hit by a train doing a fire, and then lightning bolt hit the body. It's completely dead, eviscerated. And then on the sequel he comes back.
Yeah,
and it's very those American novellas, what they call the
soap operas.
Soap operas. Yes, but there's the big ones. They're still on air. Like
for decades.
Yeah, what's the children of
all my children,
all my children, Ways of Our Lives, and General Hospital. It's like, so the original actor comes back and says it's not him, it's his twin brother.
Yes.
Crap like that. It's like that's so Feige did. I don't know if he did that like to be funny on a ridiculous funny type of way.
That's what I'm starting to wonder. Like, did he go parody with this movie? But I don't know if you can do like a parody as a sequel to like a very serious thriller.
He could, but the problem is you obliterate your audience. Everybody that went for the first and liked the first for the reasons the first had. When they come to the second, it's like, what the heck?
Right, like it doesn't come across as parody. It just comes across as a bad movie.
It's like Star Wars: The Sequel Trilogy. That's why everybody hates it. Is because it's like, wait, no, that's not, no. Han and Leia, they became the royal couple of Star Wars universe. Don't split them. It's like, Luke was the great Jedi Master. You don't make him a cynical idiot that drinks milk all day in a weird planet. Anyways, so again,
I think we made our point.
Another simple favor.
Yes, do yourself a favor.
That we ask to you is skip it.
Yeah.
Don't watch it. It's on Amazon Prime.
If you must.
But if you see, it's like, you click to the side. It might find some other cool things there. Not this one.
Not this one. Okay, we saw the finale, the grand series finale of The Righteous Gemstones on HBO this week.
Yeah.
It's not bad as far as finales go.
Yeah, I mean, it was time, and it ended. Yeah, it should end. 4 seasons was more than enough. It felt like season 4 and maybe half of season 3 was like more the same, and like repeating, and even the main plots of the last 2 seasons was like family or close friends, like trying to take advantage of them. And the last season was like cousins, and this season was close friends. So we've been rehashing, but it was funny and ended funny. It ended in a it was funny.
Yeah,
some
feel
cast
like
members like mysteriously disappeared. Like there was a son that was completely gone.
Yep. Which was like, honestly, I didn't even really notice per
the
se.
youngest son. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They had 3 kids.
Yeah.
Jebediah, Obadiah, and Pontius. Stallone. I can't remember the names.
Yeah.
Anyways, but it was funny. It's like crazy, ridiculous funny that Danny McBride has been doing for a while at HBO. This one to religious routes, including tinges and.
Oh my gosh! I will admit, I was kind of hoping that like we would this show would end with the fall of the family, because they really established from the beginning that these are not good people. But they kind of took it a different direction, which was fine.
They show they even flash back into the past Civil War times when the patriarch of the family, Bradley Cooper, it's so from its roots, the family is like the worst,
not great,
and use religion for the advantage.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's always that they never show like anything genuinely good that they did.
Not really. Every now and then they have moments where they're like, "Oh wait, like this actually is my faith," or like I do actually believe this a little bit, but never to the point of like.
But moving from personal, I'm talking about
people.
They are the big heads of a church, and they never actually shows anything they did good for for the congregation, for the people.
Right.
That's just some moments that they get, like they show human emotion, and they have like they do things to each other or to their faith.
Yeah.
But as like a leader of a community, it never seems like they give anything to the community. It's always taking by making movies and pods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is yeah. Anyways, it was funny.
I do feel like it lived up in terms of like quality and everything else. It lived up to the rest of the show. They tied up the loose ends. They really did everything a finale could ask for. I just wanted to see the mega church go down. That's all.
I mean, yeah. Considering that,
so spoiler, I guess
they were like really bad.
Yeah,
and they never did anything back, because even bad people to stay in power, they will give you crumbs. Brazil had this free gigantic mega show, Lady Gaga free for everybody. It's like the sovereignty, the powerful giving crumbs to the plebe. Anyways, in this case, there was not, so it was kind of unrealistic on that sense. I mean, besides people liking them dancing and singing, but they're not that good in that either. But anyways,
yeah.
But yeah, The Righteous Gemstone, the fourth season, the entire show is available on HBO Max. HBO.
Yeah.
You pick one. It's just one. It's just Max. And I guess they air on HBO.
There you go.
It's so weird to think that people watch HBO like cable. People have cable. Huh.
And watch things at a set time. What?
Yeah.
Crazy. But well, anyway. Okay, Thunderbolts is still, they actually did do great in the box office over the weekend. They officially have a $75 million opening.
Yeah.
I think it was like 80 million projected, so this is pretty good.
Yeah. Thunderbolts, it wasn't bad. It wasn't as bad as the late Marvel movies, besides the post-credit. And the whole spoiler, the Disney Marvel themselves, they're spoiling this little twist joke. Maybe it's not as little, but at the end they like spoiling, like before a week out they were already revealing, which is like, really, guys? It's like,
hold on to that for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I guess they stopped caring, and again, maybe the movie director wasn't on their decision to do that, whatever they want. But either way, he is on good graces. He performed well, and he's being
they're looking at him, considering him.
Yeah, for directing the new X-Men movies for Disney Marvel MCU. Which, based on this, I'd say it was good. Yeah.
Or at the very least, not bad. But I genuinely enjoyed Thunderbolts, and so yeah, good for him. We shall see what happens. We've got a new pope. Congrats to our Catholic viewers.
USA. Yeah, we won.
So many bizarre new moments.
We won.
In history. This is the first pope born in the United States of America. Although he spent much of his adult life in Peru and has actually became a Peruvian citizen. And most recently has been working at the Vatican.
Yeah.
He is American.
From Chicago. And he's already talking about changing the Eucharisty.
The Eucharist.
The little bread they serve to dip dish pizza. Oh my gosh. Yeah. and hot dogs, Chicago style. Anyways,
all that to say, the memes are hot and coming in.
So
many.
Yeah, the conclave voted and decided. Didn't take that long. It was like
it was short. It was like the next day.
Yeah. An American.
It might have been only like the second or third vote. Like it was really
not
fast.
not the real conservative American. This guy is they I don't know if he calls himself or they call him more like a centrist. He is conservative in the sense that he's against like women receiving the priesthood and some of the things that even Francis was similar, but he's more liberal, social on the sense of migrants and poor communities. But which again, it's such a fallacy that it came up throughout the years to say that to be pro migrants and poor communities and help others is a leftist quality, which is not. It's a human quality. It's like the right is not against the poor, the migrants, and but the narrative has been created so many years ago that if you are pro helping someone, you're not from the right, which is ridiculous. But anyways, the new pope is called Leo the 16th?
14th, I think.
14? Yeah, long tradition of Leos, even though he was born Gemini. But
hey!
Stay here for my Pope jokes. But anyways, anything else more about the Pope? He will keep wearing the funny hats and the funny dresses as long tradition.
Yeah, he is. So that is one difference from Francis. He appeared as already. Huh?
He didn't wear the funny hats and the funny.
Francis typically wore much more simple papal attire.
Oh,
in keeping with his papal name,
as simple as it's like he wouldn't just wear the
black. He usually wore just like white.
Okay, but
there aren't many photographs of him with like the mitre and the
So it's John Paul.
No, John Paul wore all the stuff.
No, like every picture I see him, he's in white.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the ones they paint with, they paint like with.
But like even like ceremonial stuff, like Pope Francis, as I recall, maybe I'm missing something. But Pope Francis was even though he was a Jesuit, as a pope, he espoused a lot of like Franciscan values of simplicity.
Yeah, he did for his funeral and grave and viewing.
That's right.
They usually put him up in the altar. He put it down. He didn't. He was dead.
He was, but he requested, like a simple pine coffin, a wooden coffin, all that. Anyway.
But anyways,
we'll see what happens.
They have a pope. It's an American, so it's a great year for America. We're gonna have the World Cup. We have a Pope. Make America great again. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Moving on.
Okay. So Jeremy Renner, in an interview, said that he was offered. They did ask him to come back for season 2 of Hawkeye, but they offered him like half the money.
Yeah, they lowballed him like so
significantly.
Low. It's like cut in half. And it's like, he's like, really? Are you kidding me? First of all, I'm pretty sure they didn't give him a lot of money for the first season anyways, because with all the respect, he's not the one that makes more money, that brings more money to the MCU. They didn't give him a movie. Sure. They give him a show. I'm pretty sure they didn't give him a fortune. So now they come and offer him even less. Besides the fact that the show is an excuse, is a tool to kick him out. The goal is to make the girl the new Hawkeye. So all things considered, there's like, seriously? But the most ridiculous thing about that news is Disney, after the fact, on a sort of very ridiculous, stupid, incompetent way of do damage control.
Don't hold back. Tell us
to do damage. No, it is ridiculous. When you hear you're gonna to do damage control. They were bragging about it. They were bragging about it. It's like, yeah, we didn't wanna not do the show, so we offered him so little so he would refuse, so we would not do the show. It was like, that's so Come on, seriously, you have to be. It's so petulant to.
My brilliant plan was to insult one of our beloved characters and actors.
He's like, oh, look how so good and magnanimous we are. We offered him low so he would say no, so he didn't have to do the show. I was like, just don't do the show. Oh my gosh.
Skip the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's dumb. He had some pretty good comebacks too. He's like, you think I'm only half the Hawkeye because I got run over? And apparently he also said something about like, go fly a kite. Like, oof. So definitely Team Hawkeye on this one.
It's like
Team Renner.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
When I heard it, I thought it was ridiculous. When I saw Disney bragging about it, I was like, my jeez.
Not the flex you guys think it is. President Trump tweeted or X'd or whatever about this, and who knows, I do not understand how this could possibly be applied to anything, but he suggested a 100% tariff on movies made outside the U.S. in an attempt to address the issue of, like, especially in LA, things being so expensive to film and how a lot of this industry is going overseas and all of that. How you would do that, it makes no sense.
Yeah,
but
the goal is to make productions back to the United States, especially and it's like, you know, they go shoot in Bulgaria, they'll go shoot in Ireland, and when they go shoot that for their natural beauty, for a specific building or geographical spot.
Like Mission Impossible shot all over the world.
Yeah, when they go do that for that reason is fine, but most of the cases, the reason they go shoot in those different places is because it's much cheaper. It's much more convenient for the productions to go there than to shoot in the U.S., which is much more expensive. It's in many ways it's similar to our relationship with China. Everything we have is made in China because it's cheaper there, but we don't know. We actually know what goes behind, like kids being explored, people getting like wages that are like slave type of wages. So that's the reason why. And the whole Trump administration plan is to reinforce our economy, our market, our industry, and bringing jobs back to America and bringing productions back to America. So that's how the tariffs.
Yeah, all for that. But how do you like what exactly is getting taxed? Are they going to tax because it's not like there's, I don't know, film cans that are coming back over we can stamp the tax on, or like, is this DVDs? Is this going to be like film tickets? Like how is this getting?
Well, the industry pay taxes, right?
Right,
so
but
they're gonna be taxed more if they're not made here.
Huh.
So they are forced to make here, or they're gonna pay more, and the movies will cost more. $200 million movie might take, I don't know, $200 million.
I still feel like we can let the free market do this. Let California. Let them take the licks. They priced their people out of working there, and now people, I don't know.
But it's if they wanna make it here, they will keep the jobs here, keep the investment here, instead of taking outside.
No, I get the idea. I get the theory. I just don't understand how this can possibly be implemented, and also like how is this really gonna help? I don't know. Right now, it just kind of feels like you get a tariff, and you get a tariff, and you get a tariff. Yeah. And it also, like, I feel like the free market's gonna solve this problem.
Yeah. Well,
it's not like films are getting made on the scale of like shoes or steel or medicine.
Oh,
or something
the film industry is like one of the biggest ones. I think it's only behind the weapons industry and the pharmaceutical industry. The revenues they make are gigantic.
Sure.
And the goal is to keep it here, to
Yeah, I get it. I
it's
just
an
don't
American
think this
industry.
is the way.
But yeah, it's.
I feel like it's a California problem, not an America problem.
I mean, it's not a California problem, because the industry tried to move around the U.S., right? They moved to Georgia, and then Georgia said, "We're not gonna kill babies," and it's like, "We're not gonna go to Georgia anymore." Right, so it's like they found solutions, and the industry comes with problems that because, anyways. So there's that coming to the industry. We might see effects sooner rather than later. Some of the studio heads refused to talk about it. Some will say that's like, we'll be fine. But we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. In the meantime, I have no idea what's going on here, but apparently Malia Obama made a Nike ad, and it's been accused of copying an indie filmmaker's short film.
Yes.
Which is not a good look.
Oh, yeah. And it's very obvious, and people can point out exactly where she saw the movie. It was not far from here. It was in Sundance. People saw the movie. People saw her there. She saw the movie there. And then she made this ad. There's basically ripping off the ad.
So, like, did she make the ad or did she appear in the ad?
No,
like...
I think she produced the ad. Yeah. So...
That's too bad.
Yeah. We're not going to hear much about it because, she's Obama. But, yeah, plagiarism, guys. Yeah.
It sucks. Okay, Warner Brothers Discovery is maybe moving towards splitting.
Yeah,
so that went well.
That was a short wedding. I guess for Hollywood standards, they're actually pretty long, right? A couple of years. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, they merged, and there's all this chaos with the merger. And then I guess just as that was starting to settle down, like, never mind, this isn't working.
Yeah.
And now they're maybe going to separate.
And the crisis at Warner Discovery is far from gone, even though they had like some big hits. Like, what's the one with the Lego parts games? It's not Lego parts, but Lego Mochi, Money, not a Jack Black, Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, Minecraft was a big hit, so Sinners is doing really well. But here comes Superman next, and if the movie fails, like many projections are indicating, that might hit Warner to a point that there's rumors that they might consider selling DC properties, DC Comics. And Disney is like, they have the money, or maybe I don't know, Sarandos can come to the save DC, or even Apple. Yeah, or even Elon Musk. Come on, Musk, buy DC, and then make deals with Netflix, with MGM, and we'll see what happens.
We will see. Disney is planning to open a new theme park in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Which made me think, like, why haven't they done that before?
It's an island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
it's like a place with a stupid amount.
Yeah,
I mean, like Abu Dhabi, Dubai. This is like a place where people with stupid amounts of money spend stupid amounts of money and like luxury and over the top. Like it just makes sense for Disney. Park, where people go and spend stupid amounts of money.
Yeah, but they have stupid amounts of money that they can come to the US, they go to Europe, they go to Japan.
I guess so.
To actually build something, it creates like a cost that sure people will come, but it will come enough. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's gonna be a small park. Maybe we'll just fight. We'll see. I mean, we won't. We're not going to Abu Dhabi to go.
No, I don't know. Bill Gates is going to be apparently shutting down his foundation.
That's a funny one.
Over the course of like the next 20 years. Yeah. So I don't get how all this works because I don't have billions of dollars.
And it has a number, right?
$200 billion from now.
Or 20 years.
Yeah.
Whatever comes first. Either way, I was like, it's so weird. It's like a foundation. We're gonna help until we're not gonna help.
Yeah, why?
Are you really helping?
Is there really like? And I get like he's getting older, but is there nobody else he can like entrust this to, or like pass on the? Is it still the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, or is it just the Bill Gates Foundation? I don't know. Either way,
she might be involved.
This feels like a weird moment.
Litigious divorces, she might have part of it still.
Yeah. And they're major philanthropists. They've spent a lot of money on.
Yes,
lot of
causes. really well known philanderer. Yeah. And it was a joke. Even though
no, I got it.
No, I mean it was a joke. It was sincerely a joke.
Yes.
But even though there's the whole Epstein things that he's involved, but in this case, I was just joking.
Yes. Well, not everybody's. Well, a lot of people are joking about Beyonce. Apparently, her Cowboy Carter tour is not doing well. At one point, some tickets reached the same price as a McDonald's meal.
Yeah.
Oof.
I think it's like the age of superstars. It's like I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm growing old, but like, who would be like, it's like, yes, I have to go see this. Forget about Taylor Swift. We're not gonna talk about Taylor Swift, but besides her, it's like, who was like someone that you really go like, I really want to see that, like a big one, because do we have people like that anymore?
I mean,
the fill up stadiums. I mean, besides Taylor Swift.
Well, the thing is, Beyonce did. She had a tour going. I can't remember what the tour was called, but she had a major world tour going at the same time as the Eras tour.
Yeah.
And it did very, very well. So I suspect this is more about, I don't know, maybe timing and also the popularity of the Cowboy Carter album. It's not, people just don't like it as much. And she also just did this a couple of years ago.
Because the big ones are getting old.
Like maybe give it a minute.
It's that people come, and besides Taylor Swift, there's people coming to replace them. I was like, yeah, we have to go see,
I'm not the one to ask. I haven't been a big concert goer because all my favorite bands are dead.
They play. Whoa.
Well, not dead, but like the lead singers. My point is right, actually... like the Beatles and Queen. Like Freddie Mercury's dead. The band is like and Paul and no, not Paul. John and George are dead, and like this is what happens when your father introduces you and makes you fall in love with all of his favorite music.
But again, even
all of your favorite singers, like they're not touring anymore. It's like I'm not super into many bands who are touring.
Yeah.
Or at least to the point that I would want to spend that amount of money on.
Sure.
On going to see them. Like the Lumineers are coming, and I do like the Lumineers a lot. Do I want to go sit at an outdoor amphitheater for several hours?
Several hours?
I don't know.
I mean, including the openings. Right?
Yeah, you got to get there, and then there's the openers, and there's the actual thing. Like, maybe I'm just really old and boring, but I feel like, maybe I'll just sit it could be cool. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, I'm the wrong person.
I never heard of the Luminaries, so yeah.
The Lumineers.
Illuminati. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. Okay, Bill Gates, Beyonce, Utah, for the third time in a row, has been selected as the best state.
Yeah,
I don't know who picked that, but yeah, look at us.
USA, yeah. Okay.
Honestly, my first thought was like, take that, Sundance. But
yeah, well, they're lost.
Yeah. Oh well.
They might claim that it was because of them, and since they left. Like, whatever state they pick now, it's going to be better. Yeah.
Okay, this weird thing happened on my list. Never mind.
This weird thing happened.
Okay, let's talk about some renewals, some cancellations, some upcoming projects. Acapulco is going to end with season 4, which begs the question, why?
Yeah,
Are there more seasons? I thought it was done. I forgot the show existed.
The way it ended, it was like he was like, I'm taking over the hotel, and I guess they're gonna do a season with him, like taking over the hotel,
like all in the present.
I guess he's gonna be very, very little about the new customers, and gonna be a lot about the past because that's the main thing of the show. But, let's see.
And a big part of like the fun of the show is the whole like 80s.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so that's fine.
But when you know too much about the present, the future, when you go back, it's like it kind of spoils in a sense that that Mary and Joe gonna get together. So all the banter, all the drama, all the joy of them, getting together. It kind of, we already know they're gonna get together, so
you have to be very good. But it was even worse because we knew they weren't gonna be together. Like we knew something bad was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And they stretched out the reveal so long that once we found out, I was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
Last season is coming this summer.
Okay, Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock are reuniting in a romantic thriller.
Ooh.
They did a thriller together. They did a romantic movie together.
They did a thriller together.
Speed.
A thriller?
Don't you think that wasn't like a tense? Maybe it wasn't like psychological thriller, but
it's more like an action movie.
I guess.
Anyways.
They
did the one with the house, right?
Yeah, the Lake House.
Yeah.
That's a remake of a Korean film, actually.
Is that Glass House?
No, it's Lake House.
Okay.
And so that's coming from Amazon MGM. Amazon MGM also has Jason Statham coming back for a Beekeeper sequel. That will be coming to theaters.
He will be back.
Hey. Good job. We've already talked a lot about this episode about sequels that weren't good. And in keeping with that, Drew Goddard is working on a script for The Matrix 5.
Yeah.
Given that The Matrix 4 wasn't good and nobody wanted it.
I mean, since the first one is only going down.
It's true, but like I feel like we hit the bottom.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, if you say they hit the bottom, it's actually a good reason to make more because it can only go up, right?
I guess.
We'll see.
I guess, or they could make a different movie.
I have a chosen one and another chosen one. Yeah.
We could just choose a lot of them. The Studio got renewed. This is a series we've really been enjoying with
on Apple with
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, and created by him and his partner. I don't know what kind of relationship there, but anyways, even Goldberg and several other things. Actually, if you see the credits of the creators, there's like 5 or 6 people. The writers are 5 or 6 people. It's funny. It's just like whoa. It's like these people really, they all work, or someone works and put everybody's name on, like high
group
school
projects.
Anyways,
who knows? But however they're making it, what they're
funny.
making has been a blast, and I super enjoy it.
It's funny. It's like so the background of the industry, their pettiness and their stupidness. Even though some of the things are a little bit hypocritical because they don't go. It's not Ricky Gervais. They don't go that deep, They stay on the surface because they want to keep friends, right? They don't want to offend everybody.
Yeah, I know. I would say it's a very affectionate. It's affectionate in tone, but
okay, yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, very funny. So I'm glad it got renewed. Because I'm super enjoying it. The Equalizer got canceled after 5 seasons at CBS.
They got to 5 seasons.
They did.
Oh wow.
They did. Netflix has a new design.
Yeah, it's the way you see Netflix,
like
the layouts.
Oh,
is gonna change.
Oh boy,
and you can see how it looks.
Okay.
Online everywhere, and soon on the TV near you.
Okay, cool beans. DC Studios has tapped writer Hossein Amini to rewrite Clayface.
Yeah, I was like, they're already rewriting? I was like,
whoa. A great
okay.
sign. Don't love that news. Okay, and last but not least, the Golden Globes is adding a best podcast category for the 2026 awards show.
Yes, and soon they're going to be best comedy podcast, best drama podcast, best musical or comedy podcast, best documentary podcast, best true crime podcast. Yeah. It's just
so many opportunities.
On a desperate attempt to be relevant, to stay cool, stay with the kids, and adults too. They move into the podcast arena, which again, it becomes so much more messed up because there's so many podcasts. Yes. It's like everybody and their grandmas have a podcast.
It's true.
And
our 8-year-old's working on one with her bestie.
Right, and it was like
it's actually gonna be really cute.
In the end, it's gonna be like what they call it, the big names. But again, if you stick to the big names, it's not like podcasts are like movies that every year new movies come out. They stay the same, so it's gonna be every year. It's gonna be Joe Rogan and what's big podcast.
Honestly, I feel like this would make more sense at the Emmys.
Why?
Like for television.
Yeah, but again,
because I feel like podcasts are more like television than they are like movies.
Sure, but again, you have the big ones. Oh, I guess I see what you mean.
Like a limited series.
I guess it would be like the Golden Globes do TV too.
Yeah.
But I guess it would be like how SNL and how Survivor
are
always there. So it's always gonna be Joe Rogan. And
there's gonna be new seasons, or like maybe are they gonna nominate specific episodes or something like this one episode, like this one interview was like so phenomenal, or the way this one.
I don't know. It get messed up. I mean, we want them to do better, maybe change, but not like that. Anyways, that's it for this week. We come back next week for more pop culture news, entertainment. May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.